how you doing, my Bradley? I hope you're doing well as always. Today we are talking about a beautiful pedal, and it's a beautiful pedal because it produces a beautiful sound. It is, as you can see on my trusty camera too, the Immerse Pedal by the good people at Neunaber. Now, Neunaber contacted me a couple of weeks ago and said, would you like to try out this pedal? And I said, yes, I would, because I've heard some really good things about this in the kind of guitar community circles, you know. A few little whispers going around how cool this pedal is. And as soon as I got it, like an hour later, I was still playing it, you know, like that. And I think that's a sign of a good pedal or any kind of piece of gear. You know, you don't want to be buying things or getting things for the sake of, you know, this player used it, so I'm gonna get it because then I'll sound like him or her or something like that. You know, you want a pedal to be able to help you musically and inspires you to kind of want to play your guitar even more and create stuff with it. And that's exactly what happened with the Immerse. And actually, I stuck a video up, literally I think it was a couple of weeks ago. Well, a few weeks ago now, sorry, and I had it on the Shimmer setting, which I'll be talking about in a second, and I just started playing, like literally I had the camera already set up, and I was playing around, and I was like, oh, I'm just going to record this, and I just hit record, and what you saw is what you got, and I really like it, and I'm using it a lot, and actually I used it in the studio, because I've mentioned, if you're a regular viewer, I've started recording a new EP and it's all over it, and there's one song, I haven't got the right setting, I don't think, what I did, but I had that chord going on and load of reverb with it, and it just sounded great. If I take the pedal off, dry as a bone. So let me talk about this wonderful pedal and let's make some sounds of it. So I cut to some close-ups as well, so you can see a better kind of view of the pedal. But at the top here, and I thought, what's happened? Something's wrong. I remember one time, there's these two switches going on. And basically you can see in the top corner it's got kill, dry and trails. And you've got the two switches going on at the top there. And with the switch kind of over to the right, it takes the reverb signal out. And at first I was like, why am I not hearing nothing? What have I done? You know, but then I was like, oh, there it is, alright? So, but yeah, you can, you know, get rid of the wet signal or get rid of the dry signal and have more or less trails going on, so straightforward. And then of course you've got 5 knobs going on here. We got the effects level, which adjusts the reverb level. We've got the depth, which adjusts the length of the reverb tail. The tone knob controls, obviously, the tone of the reverb, and only that, not the guitar signal itself. And then we got the modulate controls, and depending on the different settings, well basically all the settings we can get with the middle here, and I'll talk about that in a second. We've got wet, hall, plate, spring, the shimmer, and there's 2 different shimmer settings, and I really love those shimmer settings. Echo and detune as well. And then so depending what setting you have, this control here, so you can either, you know, get more of a modulation sound, a pre-delay sound, a low cut, a shimmer level, or the rub level. So that kind of controls that there. And this can be done in stereo as well. You've got 2 input sockets on either side, but I'm just doing it in standard mono. I'm just going through 1 amp, and the amp I'm going through is the Cornford MK50. The Cornford is back, and I thought I used that. So it won't be crystal cleans going on, because this is, you know, similar to like a Marshall plexi type thing, but it's been out of circulation and been getting fixed for about 4 or 5 months, so I thought I'd use this again today. And it's all powered, no, standard 9 volt. I've got a power supply plugged into a moment, and I'm running everything into the effects loop of the amp because I just prefer the sound through the effects loop. Some people prefer plugging straight in. You do whatever works for you. And I'm just going straight into GarageBand. So let's get some sound. So this is the guitar, dry as a bone. really dry. And then I just have the knobs like this at the moment, but if I hit the button, there's a lot going on. That's very wet. So I have it set on the wet signal at the moment. So I just knock it back a bit. I'll knock the depth down, and then just so you can see about this modulation. So the wet, as you can see, little arrow going down to the modulate. So if I just hit like a G open power chord, that's it, full. So you can kind of hear when it's completely off there. And then one extreme to the other, a bit more of a chorus sound there. So let's just have a little play with this. So when I've adjusted that tone knob down all the way there, it makes it very bassy. Halfway up, full up. So little things like that you can adjust to your own preference, you know. So let's go about there. Yeah, and then all the reverb. Oh. That's really nice. So that's a lot of reverb, but for that kind of, I don't know, jazzy kind of stuff, it works wonders. So let's put that down to more sensible. We'll go to the next one here, which is the hall setting. Hall setting is making it sound like you're in a massive hall. Now hall still has the kind of modulation sounds going on. So really, with this one you kind of want to push it more than what you think you need to. If I kind of put it back, say at about 9 o'clock there, you only can hear it a little bit. So it looks like you got, no, you're pushing loads here. I mean, here's 12 o'clock. And it's a bit more. Now usually I'd only have like reverb on about, no, 3 on an amp setting, you know, the number 3, not 3 o'clock. So there I've got it at, you know, 12 o'clock, which would be, I don't know, 5 or 6, something like that. So that's cool. You've got to take the modulation off. Put it all on. Alright, we've got the next one here, which is plate. Okay, and with the plate one we've now got more of a pre-delay going on. Different kind of sounds there. So here I can kind of have it a bit more, looks like a sensible kind of level. That little stuff happening. If I put a bit more in. I really like that, that's making me want to play. Let me just put a bit more gain on. That's fun, and it's still trailing off there in the background. So that's a bit of plate. Let's go to the next one. So this is the spring setting. So I'm taking the depth all the way off there so you can hear a bit of a difference going on. Let's put this back here a bit. So a lot less one here, and I've got the level at about 12 o'clock still. But as soon as I hit that depth, it's gone up a bit more. Oh, like that's cool. I'll put a bit more gain on again. I put a lot of gain on. Why the hell not? Oh man, I'm liking each one. Some of them are the same, but when I say the same, like you can hear similarities, but they all have their own different character to it, if that makes sense. Hopefully it's coming through there. Let me turn some of that down. So let's say that was spring. Now this next one is the first of the Shimmer, and this was the one where I was like, oh, and it feels like you've got like a choir behind you. So at the moment I have it kind of a sensible level. Little trail off there. But if I cane the level up, I love it. I love it. It's so cool. And then I've got a shim level here with this. I only had it halfway there. Again, if I cane that. And then we got the next shimmer level here. Sorry, the next shimmer setting, I should say. A bit more kind of darker sound. That's sorry, that's still knocking. I'll turn the pedal off and it's still rocking around there. It's like I said earlier, it's so musical, and it just makes you want to just play long notes. You don't want to try and play fast or anything like that. You just want the notes to kind of ring out. That's far too much for that kind of stuff. So obviously you've got to, you know, do more of a chordal kind of thing. But it's wonderful. I really like it. Right, let's look at the next two. Next one we got is Echo. I haven't done Echo much, to be honest with you. What have we got here? We got an Echo. So the kind of this knob here, kind of modulation, and the jack of all trades knobs kind of adds more of a modulated sound to it. If I can hear a difference there. So if I, what we're going to do here, if I put, enjoyed that. Let's look at the last one. It's the Detune. So I'll knock the gain back off a bit here. It's a thud of reverb going on. Oh, okay, it's like a chorus going on there with it. So, as you can see here, the reverb level I've taken off on this setting, and it's giving me like a chorus kind of sound. And then you kind of... You got that kind of stuff happening now, haven't you? So... That's it. Cool, you got chorus thrown in there for good measure as well. So, as you can see guys, I like this. It's a good pedal and you're going to be seeing it in all my videos because this is mine, this is not going anywhere. Lovely, wonderful pedal. Neunaber have really done themselves proud with this. It's, I think it's great. I think it's really, really good, and like I say, I've been using it in real world situations as well. So yeah, I go and check one out. You know, go and have a good play with one, and yeah, let me know what you think. So that's the Immerse Reverb pedal from Neunaber, and I've been Mike Bradley. Hope you're really well, and I'll see you very, very, very soon. Can't speak. The Immerse has sucked out all my vocabulary. Anyway, Mike Bradley signing out.